Hello and welcome back to For the Love of Crochet. I'm Caroline and I have a crochet podcast, a bit of a show and tell of what I've been up to the last couple of weeks. It's been 2 weeks since my last podcast and I'm about to have a fall party. Welcome fall, because the heat in where I live is ridiculous. And so to celebrate and spend some time with some family, invite all my sons over and have a little cookout. I'm having a fall party, and so I wanted to make something, a garland, because we're gonna be having it outside. And part of that party, we're gonna have a little activity of putting together those succulent pumpkins. I'll show you a picture here. I made them last year and I really loved it. And I thought, you know what? Let's celebrate fall. Oh, the cooler months are to come. Can't wait. I would like to celebrate fall. And so celebrating fall, I wanted to get some decor up. One of the things I thought of doing was putting a garland in the garden. Now, I am no pristine gardener, but nonetheless, I have it hanging over here. And if you're new here, well, if you're not new here, you'll notice there's been a huge change to my walls. So right there is the garland. I'll go grab it. Isn't that so pretty? So I thought hanging this outside, I was able to use, I've been dying to try and use this and incorporate these beads that I got at the Dollar Tree. And they were, I don't know what the hole diameter is, but I was able to fit these three thick weight yarns using my long, skinny favorite needle. This is a 5-inch needle. It is one of my crochet tools that I cannot live without. I use it for amigurumi because I can poke it through the head and get to the other side very easily rather than having to squish the head to find, on a small needle. This is 5-inch needle. Love this. I will link it down below. It's one of my favorite tools. So here is the garland. Very simple granny stitch garland because it is one of my favorite stitches, and I will link the tutorial down below. I just finished it and I think it'll be beautiful. I was thinking of adding something else, but it is very cute. Now I've kind of put my garland pretty far apart. There are 10 stitches in between each one. And I kind of wish I had done 5, made it a smaller. So this was one skein of yarn. I don't remember what it is. It's no longer available. So it was a 5-weight yarn, and I just think these have some fall pretty colors. And I loved it. Now the yarn on top is a different yarn. I did not have enough to make the strand to connect them, so I picked up another yarn, but that is going to be hanging in the garden. And as soon as I finish it, or as soon as we have it hung up and we have the party, I'll take some pictures of the pumpkins that we make and where I end up hanging this up. So it should be a lot of fun. The other thing fall related, I'm not going to recall any names, but they'll be linked down below. This was a free pattern by MJ Off the Hook. Now I remember. MJ Off the Hook had these little granny square basket patterns, and I thought this would be perfect to, again, for my party, using up some 5-weight yarns that I had. And I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna find something to put something in here for the party, whether it be some succulents to choose from or a potted plant. It's just really, really cute. And so I'm gonna set that out as part of the party. So there you go. It was very easy. She only gives you the pattern in a tutorial for the small one, but there's the bottom there. I tried to wing it because I didn't want to have to buy it. I tried to wing it. So I did a little bit bigger one. And again, I was using some purple yarns this time. I'm kind of still on my stash heap challenge of 5-weight yarns. And so this is one of them. And I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna use it for decor in some way. Maybe we have a basket of something going on in there. I don't know where I'm gonna do with it. Maybe another potted plant, decor wise. Don't know, but I just loved it. I was in the fall mood. So I have my 2 baskets and my garland going on. The other thing fall is, again, gonna decorate the table. And I thought these sweet little pumpkins were gonna be perfect. This is that, I love this yarn, burnt pumpkin or spiced pumpkin color. It's so, so pretty. I just love this color. So again, for the party, for my little fall get together. It's a welcome fall. I'm so anxious for cooler weather. And it'll be really fun to spend time with all my sons and my daughter-in-law. Hopefully my middle son can travel here, but if not, I will miss him. He's the one I'm making granny square shorts for. So speaking of granny shorts, my middle son, who lives far from me, he has requested granny square shorts. And I have completed 52 squares. And I have, cleaned them up as well, so there's no ends. And so I've made 52 of these babies. So, so pretty. I really love this yarn and the way that they're coming out. I'm only gonna show you a few. It's so pretty. So my son picked these wild colors, and he said it's very popular. Like, he sees a lot of shirts like this, but he's gonna go with the shorts. So I won't show you all of them, but they are very, very pretty. I just don't know how many to make before I start assembling them together. So right now I have 52, and I think maybe that'll only, I don't know, I don't know. I have no idea how long this will take me, but I just figured, you know what, I'm gonna make at least 100 and then start assembling how I'm gonna put this together. And I'm gonna use this as the waistband. It's very stretchy. It's a ribbon I found at Hobby Lobby. So that's gonna be the waistband. And a stripe down the side of the shorts is gonna have this. So this is also at Hobby Lobby. So looking forward to that. I don't know when or how long. I can usually do about 8 or 10 of the squares a night before I'm like, no, I want to do something else now. So I'm doing about 8 to 10 squares every evening, but it's been put off to the side because I've been working on my Hooking Up with Books project. If you are new here, my friend Craftably Ever After, Cassandra, and I host a crochet book club. She says yarny book club because it doesn't matter if it's crochet, knit, just as long as some yarn is in it. We are currently reading this book. I have already finished it a couple of weeks ago, and I've finished my projects. I just want to give them some last minute touches. So if you would like to participate, you can watch the Netflix film. It's a 3-part series. It's a historical fiction, very heartbreaking because it takes place during wartime, but it does have a lovely story. And so I put this off to the side for my fall projects and my Hooking Up with Books project. But yeah, so I look forward to sharing that with you on the 15th. If you'd like to participate, if you can happen to crochet, make something before the 13th, because I record a couple of days in advance and then the video will upload on the 15th. So far, I only have 2 submissions. So I believe it's been a pretty busy season, kids going back to school. Summer crochet, I think, goes a little bit down in terms of people wanting to be out and go vacation and spend some time in the sun or swimming or barbecuing and whatnot activities, gardening. So I think summer just gets a little busy. So I've only gotten 2 submissions, and they were really great. So I look forward to sharing it with you. Okay. So those are my fall things, my granny square shorts. I am participating in one other CAL, a year of granny squares. This is hosted by another crochet podcaster in my spare time. I will have her link down below. And she even provides a printable of each square and the date you finished it. Just a little, let me see if she provides, you could probably, no, there's no room for a picture, but she did such a good job on this little sheet here that you could print out. This is the book we're using. I'll have it linked down below because I really, really like it. But I can tell you I skipped 2 or 3 squares in the first, whatever, 9, 10 squares that's dedicated to spring. I have been jumping ahead because I can. I'm finding it could be my tension or the yarn that I'm using, but not all granny squares are created equally in the sense that there are 2-inch differences. They're meant to link up to each other, but it could be just when I'm trying to learn a pattern, maybe I'm not as tight, but if it's a pattern I can easily get into, then my tension will be tighter. But if I'm constantly reading and looking, then my hands are going to be less tense and they're going to be more loose because I'm like figuring out where my hook needs to go, where, and what stitch it is I'm doing. So that could be it. I'm not going to show you all my squares. I'm only going to show you the ones I haven't done or shown you. And that, I think, is the tulip square. Maybe I showed you that one last. So there it is. And these are basically all the colors that I'm using for this CAL, a year of granny squares. I think I'm only going to use this light purple, this mauve, what is that purple? It's smoky. I don't know, it's beautiful. And then this beautiful, I don't know, cedar wood, mahogany color, and then this gorgeous turquoise. So I'm not sure if I showed you that, but just in case, there it is. The next one was the Catherine wheel. Okay, I kind of vaguely remember talking about this one. So here is mine. This took me a minute to get on the ends part, but then I figured it out. Sometimes I just need to take time. So there we go. That is all the colors I'm using. Again, white. The white one's not in here. So that was really pretty. I liked that one. I'm skipping this one. This one was confusing for me. I did not like it. Okay, it was confusing for me. So I think I tried and I gave up. So because this doesn't really appeal to me anyway, I imagine I might like it in the colors I have selected, but for now this one's out. It was twisty and weird. I did not like it. So I skipped number 9. I did number 10, and I think I was able to get in a rhythm with this one. So my tension on this came out much smaller. So my other square is bigger. Now I can, fix it. I can like spray it and spread it out and using my blocking board. But I'm just saying that it came out a little tighter because I was able to get in a rhythm with this one. I wasn't changing colors. I could follow the pattern easy. So it wasn't one I was being loose on, I guess. So that is that one. I skipped number 11, which is one that I really wanted to do. It was this Blossom Field. Did not have the brain power to do this one. I tried it 2 or 3 times and just said, I'll skip it. Because I can do that. This is very similar to the one I said was twisty. This one seems twisty as well. So I didn't do that one either. And I went right on to number 13. And this one I like. I see it, I like it. So I did it. So here I still have my ends tied in. This is very beautiful. I like this one. So I skipped 3 so far, I think. So there we go. I believe they're only on the 5th one. I've finished the 13th one, skipping 3. And I think that is all for spring. And then it moves on to summer. Now, I'm not a fan of this one, but I might do it. I mean, the colors are hideous to me. I don't like that orange and blue together, but that's okay. My colors are pretty. So these are all the past ones I have shown, I believe. I can really get behind that one. It's pretty. And this one, pretty. Okay. So that is a year of granny squares. I'm going at my own pace. I'm participating and helping support Jenny in my spare time. And I am holding it all in this lovely bag. And I am going to try to do it this color. What do they title it? Mauve. I was going to say mauve, but this yarn is no longer available, but it was very pretty. It's called Big Twist Tranquil. So I'm holding all the yarn in here, and I should be able to do a lot of these squares. So, and these colors are very fall to me, so I like them. It'll be a lovely fall blanket afghan to put out during the fall. Okay. Now for some amigurumi. Oh man, do I love these. There she is. So I'm not sure if I showed this already, but I don't even know the pattern. So I'm gonna put the title of the pattern right here if I can remember, and link it of course down below. But there she is. This is a little bear. I want to say this is the same designer. I think this is Floki. The pattern name is Floki, and this is Pumpkin. So this is one of my favorite bunny patterns, and I think that's what I did is I wanted to do one of her other patterns. And so I did Floki the bear because I've done Floki one other time and I didn't like it. And sometimes it could be the yarn you're using, like it just didn't connect. And this pattern comes from a different pattern. This little basket I made came from another designer. So yeah, I believe this is Floki the bear, and I didn't think I was gonna have enough of this yarn to complete the pattern. So his body is in this lovely green color, and I did his sleeves in this green color, and I did run out of yarn. So he got clothes because I knew I wasn't gonna have enough yarn. So I was trying to use up some yarn. He's super cute. So these are really overalls. So there's a little space back there. There we go. So yes, this is Floki the bear. Super adorable. I still favor the bunny one better though. I think the bunny is way better. The bunny is so cute. This is my favorite. Okay, and I did another bear pattern. This is a fall bear called Harvest Bear by the same designer that I got my idea for my tree blanket, which I'm gonna show you because that's complete too. Here she is. This is Mama Bear. This is me. I made this bear to represent me. So she has this little scarf. This lovely yarn is Shepshes I got it as a gift from Pamela at Ginger Cat Crochet. Drawing a blank on the name. Anyway, beautiful yarn. Look at that little tail. So this is the Harvest Bear, and this is where I got the little pumpkin pattern. So she has needles to hold her together. I may super glue this, or I may not, because I want it to be, I don't know if I want it to be always looking fallish. So this pattern has had the basket, it has lots of fall vegetables and fruits like pumpkins and squash and eggplant. And then this little basket right here is from that pattern as well. So with the Harvest Bear, right there is the designer. So cute. I just love this bear. Look at the body, is so pretty. Now this is part of the yarn, these little tufts of, I don't know, it just has these little tufts of white. I can't think of the name. Of course, I always get one ear off, but it wouldn't be me if I didn't. So here she is. This is Mama Bear and her little pumpkin. So I may just pin this to her holding her pumpkin. So yes, this is so cute. I just love this little pattern. So adorable. Look at that shape. So cute. So I think I'm gonna make this representing my family. So I'm gonna make a couple more of these. And then speaking of that designer, if you've been following me for some time, I started a notebook, and this notebook, I was gonna design a bunch of hexagon blankets. Hexagons are very hard to put together because you have to assemble them by 3 different sides. 6 sides, really. And so you're connecting them to 3 all the time. Like you're making this wave connection through all 3 hexagons. So not easy. I have a hexagon right here. These are easier, just a little bit easier, because of course they're bigger. But you have to, when you're connecting it, you're going up, down, up, down, up, down. And then you do these sides, and then you're doing the up, down, again. So hexagon blankets are not the easiest to make if you don't want to mend shapes together like that. So I will stand back so you can see it. Oh, here is my little birds. I said I wanted to add these birds. So I have 2 little birds in my tree and coming to the tree. And then here are the flowers, the little flower garden at the bottom. And then as far as the border, I did do a little bit of a scallop. Instead of a straight edge, I did do this little scallop border, which I very much like. And this is going into the pile of future grandbabies, my hope chest of future grandbabies. So here's my little birdies. They're so cute. I'll take a picture and show you too. I know it's really hard to get it on film or in the frame. Okay, I have one more amigurumi. This little octopus. Oh my goodness. Look at those mean eyes. So this worked up so easily, so quickly, and I've recently read a couple of books on octopus, and I've been wanting to make, I'll put the list of these books because they are really great books. One of them is fiction and one of them is like a nonfiction. And it's just so interesting. It made me appreciate these characters so much. So this was a great pattern. So easy though. And you only stuff this little head part, and very easy and so cool. This would be an excellent pencil topper, Pamela. My friend Ginger Cat Crochet is making a ton of pencil toppers, and look at that. That would be perfect little pencil topper, because you would just stuff the pencil. Oh man, that would be perfect. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I just was dying to make an octopus, and this one was doable. This was very fast. Very much like this one. And they used blanket yarn, but I could not attempt to make this in blanket yarn. It was way too hard. So this is a 5-weight yarn. All right. And then if you are not new here, you can tell that there's a big difference in the room. I've been busy during my 2 weeks off, so I haven't posted a video in the last 2 weeks. And I've painted the room and redone my room here and rearrange and, do the things, and then planting and pruning and preparing for my fall party and going back to school. All that stuff has just been what's been keeping me busy. But I have also been doing a lot of sewing. Tons of sewing, and I want to share those with you, but I'm going to put that in a separate video. And I just want to give you a sneak peek at one thing that I made. This Side Tote is a pattern by Noodlehead, who's on YouTube and does a tutorial for this. Now, my local sewing shop provides classes for this tote yearly, I believe. Like, it is a favorite. And when I say you can hold a lot, this is the bag that I love taking to my sewing classes, because I can throw all my fabric, my little mini fan to keep me cool, everything that you want to take, your rulers, all that stuff, you just want to throw it in a bag. This is the bag. It is so lovely, nice. It's so elegant and beautiful. Well, this was the first time I made it, and there is a huge difference. So the last time I made it, I don't know, you probably can't see, but my stitching is totally different. And you can tell the improvements I have made since I've done this one. It's a huge difference. But I'm still so impressed by this one. I love it. And that is what I've been taking to classes. And that's why I'm like, I need another one. And this is this Alexander Henry Ghastly fabric, and it's called a Ghastly Stare. Now, it may not be everyone's cup of tea, but this is my signature color, and it's like, leave me alone, I'm busy. And then the inside is a gift. So my husband got me a gift. It's so gorgeous, so gorgeous. Sparrow Handmade is the designer behind this one. Now, I've never been one to buy anything, but I so loved this, and this is another Noodlehead pattern, and she is someone who sells on Etsy, but she's far from me. This is the gift my honey got me. Let's see, her name is Sparrow. Life is Short, Buy the Bag, Sparrow Handmade .ca. California? Is she in California? I'm not sure. It didn't seem like she was. So this is a waxed canvas. I am the proud owner of a one-of-a-kind bag. So this is also perfect for going over your luggage. So it is a great bag. This is leather, and the bag is stunning, stunning. One of the best features is this thick elastic. Like, it is so sturdy elastic. So sturdy. I think you could put a thermos a thermos in it to keep it up straight and hold it. There's tons of pockets. There's 2 pockets. There's a little where her name is. There's a pen holder and another little pocket. Oh, you just can't see it. And then on the other side, there's even more pockets, zippers. And then of course, this is a pocket and this is a pocket. This is very similar to my Side Tote, but it's slightly smaller. Look at how big that is. Slightly smaller, very doable. And of course, it had my rabbits on it. And this is how it fits against the body. So it's really beautiful. So beautiful. And I just wanted to share it in case. Look, that's just so beautiful. So yes, my honey got me a bag and it's gorgeous. And another reason why I wanted it is so she is so well. She makes this bag a lot and sells it, but of course it's going to be different ones. She had owls. She has different fabrics she uses. It's so cool. Very cool. Okay, so that's just a sneak peek of one of the bags I've made, but I have made a ton of things that I have sewn and I would like to share them with you, but of course, if you're not a sewer, you might not be interested. So I will see you in a future sewing video, and the hooking up with books is coming up. So if you have a project, send it in as soon as possible. Talk to you soon. Bye.